Hello, good evening, but this is your host, Clip, the host of Clip Sports. We're coming to you live right here, Leesburg, Virginia, Lounge Canada. Today, ladies and gentlemen, I'll get you guys to the breaking news from yesterday, which I just mentioned. Melo making a huge move to Lakerland, by the way. Having Fantastic Four in Lakerland, I'll get you guys to that for sure, and I'll get you guys how it may have ensued, by the way. Kemba Walker going to Knicks, by the way. Get you guys the fact that USA Baseball, they beat DR, by the way. Keeping the gold medal dream alive. Delaney Schnell, by the way, and Katrina Yound, by the way, they qualified for the 10-meter diving platform semis. Nevin Harrison wins the heat at the C1 200-meter canoe sprint, by the way. John Kunz is going to be staying with the Hawks, by the way. Evander Kane, didn't know anything about, well, his ex, by the way, get you guys to that for sure. Get you guys to that news. Team USA Women's B-ball, they destroyed the Aussies. Indy Hartwell and Loxon Lowe's and Dexter Lewis, by the way, started last night. Nate Coleman qualifies for the sprint climbing finals. Big congrats to him on that this past week. The versus battle between the Locks versus Dipset, by the way. Cole Hamels agreeing to an offer to turn with the World Series champs, the Dodgers, by the way. Devin Allen goes to the semis, winning in the 100-meter hurdles, by the way. Helen Maroulis wins the 57-kilogram wrestling quarterfinals, going to the next round. And also, also the fact that Grant Holloway and Devin Allen, they just won the 110-meter hurdles, by the way, semis. And also this, that Oro and Akira Kazama of Street Fighter V, they'll be playable on the 16th of this month. And also, the new character was announced yesterday, and it's Luke. So that's all these you gotta know on that, everybody. Just for that. And U.S. Women's Volleyball, they destroyed the DR, by the way, as well. That's everything you need to know for sure. So Tamyra Mehgan Stock wins gold in medal, by the way, in freestyle 68K women's wrestling, by the way. Also, the fact that Sydney McLaughlin, she made another world record, by the way, and she just won a gold medal. Big congrats on that. And that's all there is you got to know, everybody. So, let's get there. All right, so first things first, I'm going to start things off with the news from yesterday that Melo, as you guys know, is heading to Lakerland, by the way. And that's all. If you thought Russell Westbrook was going to come alone, the hometown boy Russell Westbrook was going to come alone. Melo, yep, Melo's going to be there too. So this makes a Lakerland Fantastic Four in Lakerland. So here you got LeBron James, you got 83, you have the hometown boy, hometown MVP, Russell Westbrook, and now you got Melo in the occasion. I'll tell you this all entailed, guys. So Melo may have in fact paged or texted or tweeted to LeBron James asking if, you don't have a little get-together. LeBron James says, Melo, hey, Melo, how's it going? And Melo goes, hey, how's it going, LeBron James? How you doing? Good. Then Melo says to LeBron James, hey, are you available for any spots in Lakerland? So I'm down here something, though. We can have a little get-together and discuss some things. And LeBron James says, oh, sure, I'll discuss things out. Oh, sure, I'll discuss things out. Just stop on by, head on over my kingdom. And I was like, and he's like, I'll be there. Yes, please. Yes, please. I'll be there. I'll be there. I'll be there. So Melo may have also visited LeBron James' house. And, Melo and LeBron James have known each other for 19 years, by the way. This has been a dream come true for sure. And this is a match in Fantastic Four in Lakerland. It's a match made in heaven, which it is, by the way. I'll tell you about that. And also the fact that LeBron James, AD, hometown boy Russ, hometown MVP Russ, and Melo were having a little bromance. And LeBron James shows Melo a crown, if you will. That crown contains a bona fide offer. Yes, a bona fide offer, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, that may be how Melo got the invite to Lakerland. Now, here's the thing, guys. Melo's going to be in Lakerland on a one-year offer. And also this, Melo, he's pursuing an NBA title that he's never held on to at all. He's trying to get a brass ring with Laker land. So really, Melo didn't have like success with the Nuggets, didn't have success with the Knicks, didn't have success with the Rockets, didn't have success with the Blazers, but he's gonna have a lot more success in Laker land. Much like how the hometown boy Russell Westbrook is too. The hometown MVP Russell Westbrook is too as well. And I'm pretty sure you guys will know exactly, and that may be how it all ensued, guys. And or maybe just Melo paging, Lakers industry, Genie, Frank Vogel, Rob Pelinka, all those guys, and even Frank Vogel as well. Or was it just, Kemba James paging or texting Melo for sure? That's how it may have entailed here. That's something you guys want to know. That in my theory, that's how it all entailed, and that may have happened there. So, ladies and gents, this is a private get together. They had a little dinner, they had a little hung out. So Melo, he was at the Versus battle last night, by the way, too. I'll tell you about that for sure. For Dipset versus the Locks, by the way, it was really good news right there. So Melo, and it was the Garden too, by the way. So Melo, people say that Lakers are the oldest team now. So now you got a Fantastic Four in Lakerland, consisting of LeBron James, the four-time NBA champ and Finals MVP, 83 a former champ. You also had the hometown boy, Russell Westbrook, who's looking to be a hometown champ, by the way. And now Melo as well. Plus you got Dwight Howard, former champ. You got Trevor Ariza, Wayne Ellington, and then you got we have Wayne Ellington as well. And then you also got let's see, who do you got? Who do you got as well? Malik Monk. And you got Malik Monk as well. So I'll tell you this right now. The Lakers right now, Lakerland, they're going to be more volatile, more malicious as ever. And this is a match made in heaven, guys. So I know a lot of you guys right now are asking, are Lakers going to come back? Well, I'll tell you, they're going to come back. Now, even this means that they have to go through, Dame Time, Dame Dollar, through CB3, Suns. They have to go through, Donovan Mitchell and the Jazz. You have to go to Rudy Gobert. You go through Mike Conley, John Morant. By the way, of the Rudy Gay of the Grizz. You meant to go through those puny Warriors who are garbage. By the way, I'll tell you about that. The Kings. You gotta go through the Nets, and more importantly, Greek Freak and Giannis Antetokounmpo as well. So honestly, guys, Lakerland, they're coming back, and they're looking to get some revenge on CB3 and the Suns, and they're also looking forward to getting revenge, and they're also looking forward to get their hands on Greek Freak as well. So I'll tell you this right now, it's going to be downright ugly, and more importantly, it's going to be uglier when they get their hands on Bloody Killer Kawhi Leonard and PG Paul George. So ladies and gentlemen, look, I'll tell you this right now, Kawhi Leonard, who declined a third season player option, will rue the day that he did not change his mind by answering the phone, by picking up the phone and calling and dialing Russell Westbrook's number, nor Melo's number 2, which he did not do last week, by the way, as well. Kawhi Leonard is going to rue the day he didn't call Russ or Melo. Oh, sure. Sure, they got PG on the team, by the way, but sure. It could have came down to Russ, PG, and Kawhi Leonard, by the way. The homecoming reunion, that didn't happen. No. So basically, Kawhi Leonard and PG, they're only 2 stars there. If they have a LA showdown, by the way, Lakerland, they will cripple Kawhi Leonard and PG. I'll tell you right, they will cripple them so bad. And it's going to get ugly, guys. And there's no way that Kawhi Leonard and PG are going to come back from that. There's no comeback. Next season will be no different. It's a deep-rooted rivalry. It's been going on for years and years now. So, ladies and gentlemen, Kawhi Leonard's going to go into coming to him in next season. I'll tell you that right now, guys. And Kawhi Leonard, you could have answered the phone call to Russ Westbrook, but you went like, no can do, Russ. No can do, Russ. Could have paged Melo. Didn't do that either. So, yes. Kawhi Leonard, your season's over. You're done. And you may have had an ACL injury, but Kawhi, Why Kawhi? Why? So, Kawhi Leonard, you're done. You're done. That's all I'm gonna say. You too, PG. There's no way you're not gonna be one. I mean, sure, Kawhi Leonard may be a former NBA champ. PG is not. Never in his life. So, Kawhi and PG, sure they're a good duo, but not good enough to take out Lake Show of King LeBron James, AD. Excuse me, the Fantastic Four in Lakerland. King LeBron James, AD, Melo, and hometown MVP Russell Westbrook, guys. So, Clips they're not going to title town either. They're not. One team is in the Wild Wild West. That'll be Wild Wild Westbrook, the hometown MVP himself. King LeBron James, 83, and Melo. Melo and Russ, they're pursuing NBA titles. They're pursuing brass rings. Melo's trying to get a brass ring of his own. First one he hasn't had at all. Russell Westbrook, the hometown MVP, and it's trying to be a hometown champ as well. So guys, say what you want, but at the end of the day, Lake Show's gonna be showing up and showing out. They're more volatile, malicious than they've ever been their whole lives. They made Dwight Howard in there. They got Kent Bazemore. They got Trevor Ariza. And they got Wayne Ellington as well. They got Malik Monk. That faction, that faction be something else, guys. And Lakers right now, I'll tell you this, they're gonna be the top seed in the Wild Wild West. I'll tell you that right now. Top seed, as long as there's no injuries, they'll be good. So my question is this: are the Fantastic Four in Lakerland? Could the Lakers even be undefeated? By the way, and could they actually remain number one? I'm sure they still have a good record, by the way. But could they remain one of the top seeds in the Wild Wild West, by the way? So let me know in the comments about that. I'll be more than happy to just smell the shirt, buddy. That right there is a monstrous game changer. All you fans at home, fans around the world, fans across the country, all the globe, on social and digital platforms, as we all know it, folks. And it's a match made in heaven. Fantastic Four in Lakerland. King James, Melo, 83, and Melo. Music to my ears, which it is, and it's also to Lakerland teams and fans of Lakerland too, which music to as well. We all know it. We all know it, guys. So, Greek Freak, you're done. Hold on to that Greek Freak, because you're going to be losing it for sure. I'll tell you right now, and you'll be a wash. That's all I got to say, guys. That's all you need to know. That's all I got to say. Also, guys, another news I want to get into: Kemba Walker is going to sign with the Knicks. By the way, after the buyout at the Thunder. So, Kemba Walker was one of those highly prolific scorers in NBA history, which he is. Yeah, sure, he used to play for the Hornets and used to play for Celtics, by the way. They're pretty good. But Kemba Walker going to the Knicks with the likes of Orange Julius Randle, R.J. Barrett, D. Rose, Alec Burks, Emmanuel Quickly, Nerlens Noel, Obi Toppin, Taj Gibson. You got D. Rose in there, and all those guys. But to be honest, and I got to tell you right now, they're going to be a stop. They're going to be a stop. I'll tell you that. I mean, the Knicks are going to have a lot more success. But when you have Kemba Walker, oh my goodness, it's a whole different ball game. I'll tell you, the Knicks, they're going to be a lot more dangerous. I'll tell you, they had a 9-game win streak, and they won the last 4 games, and they made it to the playoff run too. What happened there in the playoff run? They had one playoff win. But then they got eliminated. The Knicks they're doing really good for themselves. They had a good record. They were at 4th place in the Eastern Conference, which they were, by the way. I'll tell you about that. And I said that the Knicks would actually do the unthinkable act, which they already did, not by getting it tied, by the way, which some they're insisting on doing, but it won't be that easy for them though. So, Kemba Walker, Orange Julius Randle, R.J. Barrett, D. Rose, Obi Toppin, Nerlens Noel, Emmanuel Quickly, Alec Burks. And you got now Kemba Walker, and then you got Obi Toppin as well. Nerlens Noel, oh my goodness, and Taj Gibson. The Knicks are becoming a super team of their own. I mean, sure, Lakers, they're an absolute super team with pure star power, which is what they have. The Knicks right now, they became a super team this past season. Next season, they may be. So it'll be surprising to see how this all turns out. So can the Knicks actually still be on top, by the way? And will pretty much Orange Juice Randle become MVP this next season? Let me know in the comments about that. What are your thoughts about that? I'll address sponsor for sure, buddy. That's all there is you got to know on that. So Kemba Walker is going to the Knicks, by the way, which he is. And how do I feel about it? I'm confident. I'm pretty confident I am. I feel confident about this. But I honestly can tell you this right now that Knicks may not have gotten that far. Even when they lost, and they got eliminated the playoffs by those pesky Hawks, by the way, Trae Young. But Knicks may not get so far in the middle. Look what they got to go through. Sixers, the NBA champs, the Bucks, Greek Freak, Chris Middleton, Brooke Lopez, Bobby Portis, Drew Holiday. They had to go through Pacers, I guess. You got to go through Celtics. You got to go through the Nets. NYC showing up for sure by everybody. You got to go through all those teams, by the way, as well. So honestly, I can tell you this right now that it's Charlotte Hornets as well. But I'll tell you this right now that and Raptors as well. But I'll tell you this right now that the Knicks, by the way, they got to stay alive. And they have to go through the Lakers, by the way, in the regular season. I'm sure they may beat the Lakers for sure when they had an undefeated streak. When they had a winning streak on there, a 9-game win streak. But that one game, they just gave them run for their money. And honestly, that wasn't enough. That was pretty good. But the Knicks right now, they're improving the game so much better and better. But do I have them winning an NBA title? I highly doubt that. So it comes down to either this. Lakers versus Bucks. LeBron James, AD, hometown MVP Russell Westbrook, and Melo against Greek Freak and Chris Middleton. Could have come down to even Lakers versus the Knicks, for sure. With Kemba Walker, Orange Juice Randle, RJ Barrett, D Rose, Nerlens Noel. With Alec Burks, Emmanuel Quickly, all those guys. Notice well, those guys, they'll show up and show out. I'll tell you about that for sure. And to be honest, I think either two matches that happen, that's good and well. And they got to the Nets and KD, Kyrie, Harden, by the way, but those are good matches. Those should be really good matches. I'll tell you about that. So that's all there is you gotta know. So Kemba Walker going to the Knicks is a big move. I love it, which it is. And Kemba Walker, and I'll tell you this right. I'll tell you this. Ready for this, guys? Kemba Walker and Orange Juice Randle and D Rose and you got RJ Barrett. They can still be a super team of their own. I'll tell you that right now. They're still pretty good. They're really good. I was impressed with what I saw. I'm surprised. I put a smile on my face when I saw the Knicks destroy everybody for sure. Well, I said 4 games this past season. But are they actually going to still step up? Can they still win more games? And can they still actually not have like elimination loss, like one playoff win and have more playoff wins? So let me know in the comments about how you feel about that. I'll address my sure, but that's all these you gotta know on that. I also got some other news, by the way, I want to get into that. Team USA Baseball defeated Dominican Republic, keeping the gold medal dream alive, by the way. Congrats to them on that. Also, another news that Nevin Harrison wins the heat in C1 200-meter canoe sprint. Big congrats to him on that. Also, another is that David Taylor wins 2 wins going to 86 kg wrestling semis. Big congrats to him on that. Also, Tamyra Mehgan just won gold won a gold medal in the freestyle 60 kg women's wrestling. Big congrats on that. John Kunz, by the way, he just also another news I want to point to. John Kunz is going to stay with the Hawks, by the way, on a 5-year, $125 million offer, by the way. So, and the offer includes a play option in the 5th year as well. Also, guys, some other news I want to get into, by the way. Grant Holloway and Devin Allen, they just won the 110-meter hurdles in the semis. Big congrats on that. Also, Cole Hamels is going to be agreeing to an offer to return to the World Series champs, the Dodgers. Big congrats on that note. Also, Devin Allen's going to be got a semis win in the 100-meter hurdles, so big congrats on that note. And also this. I know you guys are going to be wondering, because this is sooner. Well, folks, get to the bad because Index, yep, Indy Hartwell, Dexter Loomis, locked and loaded. Yes, locked and loaded, guys. Indy Hartwell went full attack mode, and everyone saw that went down. And they were just, my goodness, it was something else. But I'll tell you, they're a bit of a couple. Indy Hartwell and then Dexter Loomis. This is all after Dexter Loomis lost to Johnny Gargano in a lover or loser kind of match. But clearly, Indy Hartwell says, no, I'm tired of this. And then Indy Hartwell just attacks, does a bench press, and locks and loads on Dexter Loomis. I'll tell you, they're a couple, by the way. And Dexter are a couple, by the way. And I'll say this. I'll tell you this right now. Index mixed tag team. If they face John Gargano and Candice LeRae mixed tag team match at TakeOver 36, that could happen. Hey, that could happen. You can catch TakeOver 36 live on Peacock TV, guys. So if you guys want to see Index of Indy Hartwell and Dexter Loomis against Johnny Gargano and Candice LeRae at TakeOver 36, let me know in the comments about that. I'll address my shirt, buddy. So yes, this has been looming for quite a while. This little love saga has been continuing for quite a while. It happened, guys. It happened. So yep, they're a bona fide couple now, and you guys may know what happens next. So you better be sure you stay tuned for that, because that was the opportunity. That's the much what they wish. That's music to everybody. Which, by the way, it is. I'll tell you that. That's a crowd pleaser, which it was. I'll say that for sure. But yes, Indy Hartwell locked and loaded on Dexter Loomis, and everyone knows. And that little non-stop jam session over there. I'll tell you about that. So, my goodness, that was must. My goodness, congrats to them, and that's the best news yet there. So, all you gotta know on that, everybody. All you gotta know. So, best news yet there, and that's all there is. You gotta know. So, keep it coming, guys. What are your thoughts about that? Index. Fans chanting that they want that to happen. That's all you gotta know on that. So, wait's over, guys. Wait's over. That's all you gotta know, everybody. Also, some others I want to get to, by the way. Nate Coleman qualifies for the sport climbing finals. Big wrestling on that. Also, some other news is this. That Cindy McLaughlin, she just won the a gold medal. She's a world record holder and won a gold medal in women's 100-meter hurdles, by the way. So, yeah. 100-meter hurdles, by the way, as well, everybody. So, yes. Surprised that happened. One gold in the women's 100-meter hurdles. Getting the gold, and she's a Olympic champ, by the way. Delilah Muhammad, she got a silver medal, and she's also Olympic champ as well. So big congrats to them for Team USA women's hurdles, by the way. Best news yet there. That's all they need to know on that. And yeah, congrats on that, everybody. So that's all you gotta know. Also, guys, Allison Felix, she became second in 49.89 and 400-meter final. Stephanie Ann McPherson, she just won a semi with 49.34 seconds in there. Big congrats to her, both of them on that. That's the best news yet there. Also, guys, some other news that I want to get into, by the way, that let's see what we got here. Let's see. I think Moo, she won her first U.S. gold medal in 800-meter. Big congrats on that. That's all the best news yet there. That's everything you need to know, everybody. That's all the story you need to know. Also, guys, I want to tell you about the versus bout from last night, and it was at the Garden, guys, Wilson Saints Arena. The Locks and Dipset. My goodness, that was a showcase of the century. I'll tell you that was must see, must watch television, which it was. I'll tell you for sure, buddy. The Locks, wow. Dipset, wow. The Garden, my goodness, it was fully stacked up, and that did not disappoint. I'll tell you about that. They were just jaw jacking, and I loved it. I absolutely loved it. I'll tell you about that. But let's say this, guys. The Garden won. Yes, NYC and the Garden won. We all saw it. We all know it. So that's all there's got to know on that. So big hats off to both of them, to the Locks and Dipset, putting on a huge performance for everybody, all the fans out there at home, watching around the world, all over the country, across the globe, on social digital platforms, which everybody wants to see. It was last night, guys. If you guys haven't seen it, check out the replays. That's all you got to know, everybody, on that note. Also, everybody, some other news I want to get into. Aaron Rodgers says that the relationship with the manager, Brian Gunkhurst, says that it's work in progress. So Aaron Rodgers, explain this. Did you get an apology from management, by the way? Did you really do so? Because last week you broke your silence, brother. You exposed management, but I'll tell you about that. Said you're a disrespected GOAT. You're sick and tired of being thrown on the bus so much by management and the staff members and employees out there and the coach. Sick and tired of having your former players and veterans being thrown on the bus as well. Sick and tired of that. If it's like, if you throw me on the bus, I'm bailing out. And then you decide to retire, and then you decide to spoil it for everybody by intending to retire. When? That could have been a couple weeks ago. Didn't do that. So you had to announce that in front of the whole world last week, and then your offer is going to run out in next year, 2022. And that could be the last time Aaron Rodgers you're ever going to see, guys. Super Bowl or not, another Super Bowl or not, either Aaron Rodgers is going to take the green pill by getting to some team of his choosing and try to win the Super Bowl there, or simply to the yellow pill by retiring as a Packer and before that trying to get into another Super Bowl if necessary, get revenge of Tom Brady in the NFC title game rematch, try to make your second Super Bowl title appearance, by the way, and potentially become a two-time Super Bowl champ, which obviously not going to sue there, but just put your career on the line. And then and also the fact that Patrick Mahomes could retire Aaron Rodgers. That happens in Super Bowl 56, guys, in SoFi Stadium. Oh my. Aaron Rodgers, your season is over. That's it. You should retire a whole lot sooner prior to you wanting out. So you could have retired sooner than Aaron Rodgers. That's what you could have done. But you broke his son's last week. We all heard what you said. So if you're really honest about having to win another, if you're really honest about having to get another title game, better be sure you're better good on your behalf. Because if you make it to Title Town, better be sure you show up and show out. That's what you gotta do. Because if you don't, that's game over for you, Aaron Rodgers. And Patrick Mahomes will retire, and Aaron Rodgers said that's what he would do. And I can say the same for the birthday boy himself, who turned 44 yesterday. The 7-time Super Bowl champ himself, Tampa Bay's finest, Tom Brady, by the way, turned 44 yesterday. So, Tom Brady, your birthday surprise, what was it going to be? I'll say what could have been. Hanging up, putting your career on the line, and finally give the fans they've been playing for throughout their illustrious lives. And the way game's over, that is for you to retire. Yes, the birthday surprise for you to retire. You can go in your little retirement tour. That's what you're going to done. You're not going back to back, which some of you will not be doing at all. But the birthday wish, that's the birthday wish you will not be getting. So Tampa Bay, your career's gonna be a wash. And if Patrick Mahomes gets revenge for what you did to him in February and this past year's Super Bowl, Tom Brady is gonna be done for. Patrick Mahomes is gonna get revenge on you for what you did to him, for sure. Get his crown back, and it's going to retire you. That happens, so be it. And Tom Brady, you go to the Hall of Fame. You're still the GOAT. We all know this. You're the birthday. I mean, sure, you may be the birthday GOAT. You turned 44 yesterday. I'll tell you about that. And you'll go to the Hall of Fame. That's good news right there. Once you finally retire, you're gonna stay retired and not come out of it. And same for Aaron Rodgers as well. So that's that, guys. So what are your thoughts on Aaron Rodgers, by the way, saying that he says his manager's relationship, by the way, saying that it's a work in progress. You think Aaron Rodgers wants an apology from manager, by the way, or did he get it? So Aaron Rodgers, you better tell manager to apologize to you for mistreating you, for disrespecting you, even though you're still a GOAT, and for also picking you apart and for throwing you in the bus, much like all the other vets as well, former vets as well. So, where Aaron Rodgers get the apology? Let me know in the comments about that. I'll be more than happy to respond. I'm sure about everything you need to know. Others I want to get to, by the way, that you guys might have saw this yesterday. Street Fighter 5 Summer Update. Oro and Akira Kazama, they will be playable for Street Fighter 5 Season 5 on the 16th of this month, guys. And also, new character was shown and unveiled yesterday. That new character is Luke. This new character in Street Fighter 5 Season 5, by the way, guys. You check out the trailer, guys. And that's all there is for that. So Luke is a new character in Street Fighter 5 Street Fighter character, by the way, guys. And he'll be out in November, guys, as well. So that's all that you gotta know on that. Could there be Street Fighter 6 on the way? Could be 2022. We never know. Later this year at 2022, we shall see, guys. We shall see on that note. So that's everything you know on that, everybody. And also, this, guys. Never forget. Dodgers Todd Bowles has earned a 3-year offer as Bucks DC, making him the highest paid DC in history. Big congrats on that, everybody. Also, this, guys, Evander Kane didn't cheat on his interests or his wife, that is, Anna Kane, just to reunite with his ex, Mara Teagan, after marriage was a disaster. They rekindled for sure in the wake of in the July 16th divorce issue for sure, everybody. This is after Anna Kane says that Evander Kane's gambling habits got in the way. Spending money on the gambling over European trip, gambling on NHL games, and forgetting about the baby formula. They have a little girl together, by the way, and things will look good for him, by the way. So obviously, Evander Kane got to get together because game over for him. Anna Kane may have filed for the divorce, by the way. Isolation just to leave him all high and dry. But honestly, Evander Kane's going to lose it all. And he may be a former Stanley Cup champ, by the way, but you're not going to be Stanley Cup champ ever again. No, you will not. But he did deny the gambling habits allegations for sure, by the way. And the NHL is still looking into that. And the NHL finds Evander Kane of gambling habits, by the way, on benders on NHL games. They didn't get faced with repercussions ahead of him, for sure. I'll tell you about that. And he could be released. That's all you got to know on that, everybody. Also, other news, by the way. One more happy birthdays out to Meghan Markle. Happy 40th to Meghan Markle. Happy 40th milestone birthday to Meghan Markle. Greta Gerwig, Billy Bob Thornton, Richard Belzer, Daniel Day Kim, Abigail Spencer, Yo-Yo, Oyana, Roger Clemens. You got, let's see, Ovs Gordon, Bobby Shmurda, Kyra Duran, Megan Rinks, Kelly O'Hara, Kurt Busch, Amelia, got him Amelia, Brand, Bruna, Marquezine, Marcus Houston, Kim Johnson, Brooke Nicole, Naomi Olind, and that's all the birthday wishes. Somebody birthday wishes, shout sweet spread, please produce on everybody. That's everything you need to know, everybody. That's all I got to say. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that would do right there for the Club That Was Sports Board. Like to subscribe to the Club That Was Sports Board YouTube channel on Facebook page by any and all means necessary. Be sure to send me your tweets, your thoughts on Melo, by the way. Going to Lake Show, by the way, as well. Forming a Fantastic Four in Laker land of King James, 83, hometown hero and hometown MVP Russell Westbrook, and the hometown goat Russell Westbrook as well, and the soon-to-be hometown champ for sure Russell Westbrook, and Melo. With thoughts about that, I'll just sure. But you think Kawhi Leonard's going to really should take those calls? Let me sure about. I'll just sure. That's all you got to know on that. And Kawhi Leonard's going to have hell to pay. Kawhi Leonard, he will be done for. I'll tell you about that note. So that's all you got to know on that. Kawhi Leonard's going to be done for. I'll tell you about that. Your thoughts exactly on Kemba Walker going to the Knicks, by the way. Thoughts about that, let me know in the comments. I'll just sure about it. That's all I got to say. That's Allison Phoenix, by the way, becoming second at 49.89 in the 400-meter final. And Stephanie and McPherson win the semis with 49.34. That's up that. I'll just sure, but that's all you got to know on that. Thoughts on Andy Kunz ending in top 5 of the heptath and 10-meter hunt, by the way. Thoughts about that, I'll just sure, but that's all you got to know for that. With us on Sidney McLaughlin winning gold, by the way, and the let's see, what was it? The 100-meter hurdles, by the way. Thoughts about that. Congrats to her on that. That's all you can do on that, everybody. Thoughts you also wins volleyball defending Dominican Republic. Thoughts about that. I'll be sure Joshua Smith. Also, with thoughts of Tamyra Mehgan Stock winning her second gold medal in freestyle 60-kilogram women's wrestling. Thoughts about that, but I'll just sure. That's all you got to know on that. With us an index of Indy Hartwell and Dexter Loomis as a bona fide gem, even though Indy Hartwell locked and loaded on Dexter Loomis, by the way. Index. Those you got to know on that, and that's all I got to say. Everybody sure. You think that Index is going to get John Gargano versus Candice LeRae at TakeOver 36, by the way? Thoughts about that, I will address my sure. But you think that's going to happen? TakeOver 36 on Peacock TV. Your thoughts about it, I'll just sure. That's all you got news you got to know on that, everybody. That's all I got to say. And they're a bona fide couple, by sure. And that's all I got to say on that. Thoughts on Dodgers fans throwing throwing garbage, and other supplies that add those piece of trash, those sensitive piece of trash Astros for the Sunset probe and cheating scandal. Thoughts about that, everybody? I'll just not sure. And the Astros, they are garbage, and that's big. Congrats on them on that. And congrats to Dodgers fans throwing trash cans and all the other supplies at the Astros, even though the Astros are a piece of trash, which they are, by the way. Also, thoughts on Todd Bowles, by the way, earning a 3-year offer as Bucks defensive coordinator, making the highest paid DC in NFL history, which is some thoughts about that. Just not sure. That's all you got to know on that. And that's all I got to say for sure, buddy. And what thoughts on the Locks and Dipset, performance last night, and NYC and the Garden won last night with Matt though. So it was a versus bout. You got to check it out, guys. That's all you got to know on that, everybody. That's all I got to say. Your thoughts? Send your brother wishes out to Meghan Markle, Greta Gerwig, Billy Bob Thornton, Daniel Day, Richard Belzer, Abigail Spencer, Yo-Yo, Kelly O'Hara, Kurt Busch, Amelia Brand, Bruno Marquezine, Marcus Houston, Kim Johnson. Send my brother wishes out, sweet to me. Saying that, that's all they got to know on that, everybody. And that's all there is for that. Also, the Team USA Women's B-Ball destroying Aussies. By the way, thoughts about that? I was just unsure, but that's all I know on that. I'm back for more breaking news. Times like what these women doing to a whole lot more than clue that was sports. Everything sports later. Everything you got to know. So all I got. So take care, you guys. You guys have a good evening. Please be safe with that. Bye bye.